Alarms blaring. Dave stared at the fire reflecting in his visor. It was surreal, peaceful darkness, suddenly turned into a flaming, jagged tomb. Alarms screamed. His hand froze over the controls. But 14 hours earlier, the only sound was the wind over Whiteman AFB. This is Rookie Dave. He isn't flying a jet, he's commanding a $2 billion flying wing. It is terrifying. A 40-hour mission. No windows, total isolation. In the stealth world, you are dead if you are seen. Sergeant Brick doesn't care about Dave's fear. He cares about nuclear readiness. Brick knows the cost of failure. Brick's voice is cold steel. Rookie, darkness hides us, but it hides the ground too. Just ask the crews who never came home from Hanoi. Hour 20. The cockpit is a freezing closet. No standing up, no turning back. Dave's spine feels like shattered glass. The B-2 flies itself, but the human mind decays in the dark. Dave stares at the radar. Green static, ghostly shapes. Brick hands him a thermos. Drink. In 1944, bomber crews froze to death in the sky. You just have to stay awake. Dave grips the metal. It's warm. But outside, at 40,000 feet, the air is 50 below zero. A silent, invisible assassin. Suddenly, the threat warning receiver screams. A high-pitched squeal pierces the silence. Enemy radar is sweeping the sky. Dave's heart violently hammers against his ribs. He panics, reaching for the electronic countermeasures. His hand shakes so hard he misses the switch. Brick's heavy hand violently swats Dave's arm away. Don't touch it, Brick growls. We are a ghost. Let them look right through us. The radar spike holds for 3 agonizing seconds. Then, silence. The stealth coating absorbs the beam. They remain a deadly myth. Target acquired! Brick's voice is void of mercy. Below them sleeps an enemy command center. Dave's hand rests on the payload release. He flips the safety cover. A massive hydraulic groan vibrates through the floor. The belly of the stealth bomber splits open. Weapons away! The bomber violently shudders as 80 massive bombs drop into the void. Thousands of pounds of death falling in silence. A swarm of iron and high explosives arcs through the freezing stratosphere. No warning sirens. The enemy won't even know they are dead. The targeting screen turns completely white. The ground boils. Dave's hands tremble violently as the shockwave reaches them miles above. 80 bombs. Hundreds of lives erased in a single heartbeat. Dave pulls his hands away from the controls, sick to his stomach. Brick calmly flips a switch. The bomb bays grind shut. Target destroyed. The ghosts of Hanoi are satisfied tonight. The B-2 banks slowly in the freezing dark. The mission is over, but the nightmare is just beginning. 20 hours back to base. Dave's helmet feels like lead. The adrenaline leaves his blood, replaced by a crushing physical guilt. He stares at his empty hands. Brick logs the coordinates. No remorse, just numbers on a screen. In the B-2, you are a machine operating a machine. A camping toilet behind the seats. A microwave. 40 hours of breathing recycled air and smelling the sweat of your own fear. Dawn breaks over the Pacific. A sliver of light pierces the tiny cockpit windows. It is blinding, but it brings no warmth. Brick lowers his dark visor. The light changes nothing. The sun doesn't wash away what we did, kid. Learn to live with it. 10 hours left. Dave closes his eyes, but the thermal flashes are burned into his retinas. The B-2 isn't a plane, it's a flying prison. 40 hours. The wheels hit the runway at Whiteman Air Force Base. Gravity returns, but the weight on Dave's chest is heavier. Dave climbs down the narrow hatch. His legs instantly buckle. The fresh Missouri air hits his lungs, but he still smells cordite. Brick walks past him, completely detached. No cheers, no medals. Go sleep, kid. We fly again in 3 days. Dave turns to look at the bomber, a sleek black bat resting on the concrete, a $2 billion Reaper waiting for its next meal. You drop the bombs. You fly home. You eat breakfast. That cognitive dissonance is what truly breaks a stealth pilot's mind. War is not a video game. The radar screen turns off, but the ghosts follow you home. You live in the dark now. War is not a game. Like and subscribe to see Dave's next mission.